A very good morning. Thanks for clicking on to the Thursday edition of Vogan's US Outlook. We're approaching another weekend and another crummy, cool weekend for the northeastern half of the country. Thanks to low pressure coming in, we see the development of the east coast, and therefore we're going to see somewhat of a nor'easter over the next, particularly the second half of the weekend. Low pressure will run up the east coast, up the northeast coast in particular, and we're going to see a rather soaking rain. As well as that, we're going to see some very cool northeasterly winds along the coast as well. So a pretty messy Mother's Day weekend coming up, that's for sure, for the northeastern half of the country. We've got a few systems to speak about at the moment. One offshore, one to the south of Chicago, another low generally in the Oklahoma Panhandle, and we've got another system here just to the south of the Texas-Mexico border. As we skip through the next few days, we're going to see snow clearing away from the Rockies. We've got snow at the moment as I speak, and then you can start to see things consolidating as we go uh, into the weekend here overall. Another system coming into the Pacific Northwest, so we're still continuing to see somewhat of a kind of unsettled and kind of spring-like pattern rather than late spring, early summer. Still going to see disturbed weather over the western half of the country. So despite the fact that we're entering the middle part of May, things typically would start to settle down now as heights start to build. We're not going to see that just yet for California. We're going to see more snow into the Sierra Nevada, more rain, the San Francisco Bay Area, potentially down into the LA area as well. As we go through the weekend, you can see here this area of low pressure over northern Virginia. Plenty of moisture getting drawn in off a warm Atlantic. And there we go here. We see the development, and therefore we are going to see some fairly heavy, persistent, wind-driven rain, really from DC through Philadelphia, New York, Providence, up into the Boston area over the next several days. And it's going to be a fairly slow mover as well here. So we could see rain totals mount up quite substantially. Area of low pressure really starts to deepen as it leaves Cape Cod here. We're going to see heights dropping down below 990 millibars. We're going to see the isobars squeeze together. So it's going to be a very windy event here as we go into the early part of next week. That system eventually clears out. This is the system coming into California. We've got an area of low pressure with the northern plain states, showers, thunderstorms. But look at this here. High pressure, two areas, one centered to the south of Pensacola, roughly. We've got another one sitting just to the south, on the south side of Cape Hatteras. With the position of this high to the southeast, low to the northwest, we're going to pull in some very warm air, and therefore we're going to see temperatures potentially rise into the 80s across a broad area of the Corn Belt region here, the country, while we see another system, like I say, coming into California here. Some heavy snowfall for the Sierra Nevada, for the Cascades, rainfall across the central valley region here, down through the Bay Area, and that rain may progress as far south as Los Angeles here as we go forward here. So a continued unsettled theme as we go towards the second half of next week. We've got more snow potentially for the Rockies and more severe weather with a strong, look at this here, strong southerly airflow here, low pressure with an axis right down the Rockies extending into northern Mexico, a big strong area of high pressure offshore of the east coast, and therefore we're pulling our air in from the Caribbean. So more heavy rain potential as well as severe weather for the central portion of the country. So nothing really has changed. Although the calendar continues to progress towards summer, we're continuing to see this unsettled theme. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope to have a written post later on today for you. Bye for now.